is Kim, a 9-year-old Vietnam girl. Her back ruined by bombs. And she awakened the conscience of America to begin to end the Vietnam War. This is Berhan, who was the Ethiopian girl, 15 minutes away from death when she was rescued. And that picture of her being rescued is the one that went around the world. This is Tiananmen Square, a man before a tank that became a symbol for the whole world of human resistance. This is the Sudanese girl, a few moments from death. A vulture hovering in the background. A picture that went around the world and shocked people into action on poverty. What do all these pictures have in common? What do we feel when you first saw these pictures? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 21st century. Thank God, thanks to the internet. We can have an amazing life with the aid of the network. We can play Facebook, especially Restaurant City, do a lot of blogging, twiddling, flirting, and chatting on the MSN, and most important of all, logging in the BBS. But do we really understand how powerful these tools could be? What these pictures have in common is the invisible ties and the bonds that bring us together to become a human community. What these pictures demonstrate is that we do feel the pain of others, no matter how distantly, even through just a photo. What these pictures demonstrate is a whole new way we can communicate with the world and strike the chord with everyone in the most efficient way. If we go back 200 years ago, when the slave trade was being turned down by the protesters all over the world, the fighters walked on the streets, from doors to doors, leaflet to leaflet. Eventually, they made their voice heard and eradicate the slavery successfully. But it took 24 years for them to succeed. What could they have done if they were able to use the modern means of communication? What could they have shown the pictures through the internet? They could call people into action and won people's hearts and minds quicker and faster. I have to admit that I used to log in BBS every night, 30% for information and homework, and 70% for entertainment, wasting time and doing nothing. I have never sensed how much power it could have until I read a story from a reporter's blog. The reporter was a war correspondent. He wrote stories about the wars and battles among countries like Zimbabwe, Rwanda, and Sudan. And in Rwanda, there's a children's museum. The children's museum is commemorating the lives they were lost in a massacre where 1 million people died. In the children's museum, there is a photograph of a 10-year-old boy. The boy was named David. Beside that photograph, there is information about his life. It says, David, age 10. David, ambition to be a doctor. David's favorite sport, football. What did he enjoy most? Making people laugh. How did he die? Tortured to death. Afterwards said to his mother, who was also tortured to death, "Don't worry, the United Nations are coming." But they never did. The reporter wrote the story to attract donations from the readers, and he has successfully made me willing to give my allowance out. Again, the power of the network cannot be ignored. If we can use it to do everything that we want, we can make good use of it in the right way. And then we can bring a lot of hope, love, and care to the world. So today, my argument is basically this. What is modern technology capable of? The answer is very clear. The power of our moral sense, allied to the power of the communications. That way, we can organize internationally. And in my view, we can foresee the peace brought by the network. 建立